Okay, today I want to talk to you about why you're struggling in your freight broker business. Now, of course, most of us are going to struggle when we first get started. That's just how it goes in any business. Understand that before we get too far down the road here. Everybody struggles in the beginning. But there's a point that we make a decision to continue struggling. And that decision is not calling customers. All businesses have to have customers. That is just how a business survives. It must have customers in order to breathe. In order for that business to be successful, it has to have customers. That customers are the fuel. That's the energy. That's the life. That's the blood of your business. So you must have customers. Now, the reason why you're struggling is because you are not reaching out to customers and offering your service. So now let's zone in on why that is. Why aren't you reaching out to your customers? Well, there's a couple of reasons. Number one, you are hesitant because you are afraid. You are afraid to do something that you haven't done before. Anytime we're doing something new, we can be a little bit hesitant to do that thing because we just don't have confidence in it yet. So in order to develop the confidence that we need, we have to hone in on our craft, hone in on our service. What is the good thing? What are the benefits of our service? Why does the customer need your freight broker service? What is it about your service that makes it special? Think about that. See, we just can't approach this thing called selling a service haphazardly. We got to know what it is that we're doing and why we're doing it. See, your customer needs the service. See, the whole idea of selling a service is not trying to convince your customer of something that he doesn't need. You're trying to convince him to do something that's beneficial for him or her and their business. See, that's the whole idea of selling something. We don't try to convince people of something that they don't need. We are convincing them to use something that they need that will benefit their companies, that will make them better business owners, that will allow for them to move their freight in a more expedited manner, allow for them to move their freight without having all of the noise that surrounds that freight, because things are going to happen in the freight broker world. And if your shipper has to deal with all of those problems on his own, then he doesn't need you. So your service is a needed service. So we have to figure out a way how to package that service so that, number one, it addresses the problems of your shipper. And when you can address the problem of your shipper, now you want to hone in and focus in on how does it solve the problem? How is your service the solution to the problem that your customer is having? When you can articulate that, when you can package that in a way that's very simple, very straightforward, then you are going to obtain customers. But until you do that, you will continue to struggle in your business. The next thing, the other reason why you struggle is because you're not hungry enough. You're not desperate enough to start obtaining customers. People look at desperation as, that's a bad thing. But I don't see it that way at all. Desperation is not a bad thing at all. Think about it for a minute. Just imagine that, for some reason, we definitely don't want this to happen, but just say this happened. Somebody in your family had an accident. You were sitting at a meeting, you got a note and said, hey, one of your family members has been involved in a very serious accident. You wouldn't care nothing about who's speaking. You're going to get up and go for that door. If somebody is there telling you, hey, there's somebody up there speaking, that you want to hear this, you're going to tell them, hey, I'm out of here. I have to go. Period. Nobody is going to stop you from leaving that room. You're not going to care about what anybody thinks about you. But because you care about that now, you don't offer your service because you're fearful. You're afraid to do what you know that you need to do because it makes you uncomfortable. You got to get desperate. You got to get hungry for what it is that you want. And when you're hungry, when you're desperate, nothing will stop you from getting to where it is that you want to go. Because you're not focused enough, because you're not hungry enough, then, it's okay. You look at it and say, okay, well, I can afford not to call a customer today. It's okay. I'll put it off until tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes and you do the same thing. So we got to get focused on what it is that we want. It's one thing to say that you want something. It's entirely different to go after it and go after it with a plan, not just going about it in a haphazard way. You must understand what it is that you want, design a plan around what it is that you want, and execute. It's not enough just to want it. That's not going to get it. And that's what happens in a lot of freight broker businesses, especially new freight brokers. We have this idea that we want something, but we don't have a plan, an executable plan to go after it. The willingness to step up to the plate, keep moving forward regardless of what adversity comes in your way. You're going to still move forward because you have a desperation around what it is that you want. But when you're not desperate, you're not hungry, you're not focused, then you'll continue to put it off. And I'll tell you one thing, that if you continue to put off what it is that you want, if you continue to put off calling customers, you will struggle and your business will ultimately fail. And that's what happens to a lot of new freight broker businesses, is that they fail because of procrastination, the unwillingness to do what you know must be done. Calling customers, reaching out to those customers, offering that service confidently and consistently over and over and over again is what is going to separate you from an average freight broker. That's just the bottom line. There's no two ways about that. You must reach out to customers, contact those customers, offer your service, and do that consistently. And you can win in this business. You cannot win if you don't do that. There's no other way of explaining that. You cannot win if you don't offer your service and offer it consistently. So that's what I wanted to share with you this morning. Get hungry, get focused, get desperate in your efforts to obtain customers, and you'll start winning. So now, if you have questions, you want to bounce some of your questions off of someone who's actually doing what it is that you're interested in doing, I would be more than glad to talk to you. But of course, I have to talk to you when I can talk to you. I'm doing the same thing it is that you're trying to do. I'm building a freight broker business, so I can't talk all the time. But when I can talk, I'll give you a buzz back. So here's what you do. You can go onto our website, and we have free videos there, 5 free videos that will show you how freight actually moves through the system, how we move freight, how we make money. If you have questions after you've watched those videos, just give us a call. Or better yet, shoot me an email at info at alliancelogistics.net. Leave me a phone number, and when I can get some time, I'll give you a buzz back, and we can discuss what it is that you're interested in doing, some of the things that you want to know about the business. We'll be glad to talk to you about that. Just leave that email, and we'll give you a buzz back. Make sure that you leave your phone number. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. I certainly hope this has been helpful. Remember, you absolutely can win as a freight broker, but first we must hone in on what is it that we're doing, design a plan around what we want to do, and then execute over and over and over again. Our website is www.brandonthefreightbroker.com. That's Brandon, BRANDON, thefreightbroker.com. See you at the top, because the bottom is much too crowded.